What's up, YouTube? This is World of War Black Ops Pro, and today I have some. I'm sure what to call it news, but it's news whatsoever. I mean, for some people it may be good, and for others they may be quite disappointed. And it's about Black Ops 3. Now, Black Ops 3, as we all know, is basically the next game that Treyarch's gonna make. We pretty much all know that's gonna be called Black Ops 3 because the Black Ops series has been very successful, and if they went to World of War 2, that would very much surprise me because World at War never did nearly as well as both Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So there we go. We got Black Ops 3 right there. And some news recently came out for it a few days ago. Actually, I was watching 402 Thunder. Now, if you guys don't know who 402 Thunder is, he's a pretty big YouTuber. I mean, I'm sure many guys actually do know who he is. He does pretty good videos. I watch him from time to time. And in one of his latest videos, he was talking about how he knew someone in alpha testing. Now, if you guys don't know, alpha testing is basically when they take a very early build of the game and they have some people who come in and test it. Now, these people, they can't release specific details of the game because they're under contract, and if they breach that contract, they can get into some legal trouble. But one of them, like Thunder, was talking to his buddy, and this guy stated how there was boost jumping in there. That was pretty much the only thing he said, and emphasized the boost jumping because where else have we seen boost jumping? Obviously in Advanced Warfare. Now, boost jumping, it's not looking good for people who don't want Exo Suits in the next Call of Duty. I'm one of them. I do not like the Exo movements. I think it kind of ruins the flow of the game because there really isn't any flow in Advanced Warfare. And I don't like, flying around everywhere, because it just doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game now. And that's exactly what we get in this game, boost jumping, which essentially you double tap A if you play on Xbox, and you jump once, then you boost jump to a higher elevation, essentially. And if someone who's testing the alpha build of the game says that there's boost jumping, like he was like, oh, I hope you like boost jumping, and that kind of pretty much confirms that there's going to be Exo Suits in the game. Now, an alpha build, I admit, is a pretty early build of the game, but keep this in mind. Yeah, we are about 7 months away from the actual release of Treyarch's next game, but everything's pretty much set in stone by this point. It's not like Treyarch, like, they realize, okay, the community doesn't like Exo Suits, okay, we can just take them out. It's not like that. It's not like that at all, because most of the development, the game's mostly developed. I mean, they're just polishing it up, maybe putting some finishing touches on it here and there. So, yeah, it's not looking that good for us, no Exo people. And some of you guys may be thinking, okay, like, maybe there's a chance that they won't have Exo Suits in. But I have some further, information that may change your mind otherwise, because, let's look at the trends for FPS games in the past few years. They've all pretty much had Exo Suits and all this futuristic stuff in there. That hasn't really been modern shooters. I mean, we have games like Titanfall, you got jetpacks. You have games like Halo, jetpacks. Games like Advanced Warfare, jetpacks. I don't see them moving away from this trend anytime soon. Not only that, but let's look at it from a business perspective. So Activision and Sledgehammer and all the other developers are businesses, right? They gotta make money. They gotta get a return on their investments, essentially. Now, putting all this time and effort into developing and refining the Exo movement and the Exo mechanics, that obviously took time, development time, and took money to create this mechanic. Why would they only use it for one game? It doesn't really make sense. They would probably try to even if they knew the community did not like Exo Suits, even if 99% of the community didn't like Exo Suits, they'd probably still put it in, because they're like, okay, we already have this Exo Suit, we put millions of dollars into developing this, we spent several months perfecting the mechanics. Why are we just gonna stray away from this and go back to what we were doing before? I don't see that happening. So the future looks black, guys. It looks, and by black I don't mean Black Ops 2, oh yay, it's fun and stuff. I mean, Black Ops 2 did have its problems, but at least it was fun. I mean, it looks pretty dark for the people who want Call of Duty to be revived, who are putting faith in Treyarch to revive this series, because as of now, Call of Duty is a sinking ship. And the question now is, can we save it? Or has it taken on too much water and it's doomed? I mean, let me put it this way. Call of Duty is essentially like the Titanic, right? The past few games, the COD, Ghost, and Advanced Warfare especially, have been like the iceberg. And, the water keeps coming in through the hole and stuff. There's a big giant hole in the hole. And, the ship's obviously sinking. And there's some people who really are putting their faith in Treyarch, to save the ship and stuff. They're like the people who are on the deck playing the violin, trying to keep people calm and stuff. We all know the ship's going down, but they're trying to, essentially save it, trying to keep morale high, stuff like that. And, when I found out this news, I was obviously disappointed because, I want the series to survive. And I know that if they put this mechanic in, this is going to drive many people away. One big reason why Advanced Warfare pre-order numbers were down, and why player count's down, and why everything's down, DLC sales, micro DLC sales, everything, is because the Exo mechanic turns so many people off. It does not feel like a Call of Duty. This is a Call of Duty by name only. We do not want some futuristic BS put into our favorite FPS game, to our favorite FPS series. Now, Treyarch doesn't realize this. I mean, of course, they go to focus. They have their focus groups, and they're like, they're asking the kids, "Hey, what do you want? Oh, I want jetpacks. I want this. I want the character customization." But that's not what a majority of the fan base wants. Because if it was, why isn't this game selling much better than it is currently? The reason is because this is just turning too many people off. Now let's look at Call of Duty from this perspective now. So we have Treyarch's game released. Is going to be released in 2015. Then we have Infinity Ward's next game, which is most likely going to be Ghost 2, because if you guys didn't realize, like, at the end of the Ghost campaign, it obviously looked like there was going to be a Ghost 2, because they just kind of left you hanging there. There was obviously going to be some sort of sequel, so in 2016, that's expected to be released. And then we got 2017, which is going to be Sledgehammer's next game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I personally am not looking forward to Ghost 2 or Advanced Warfare 2. And guys, keep in mind, I'm a camper, so that really tells you something if I'm not looking forward to Ghost 2. And so, where does that leave us with Treyarch? Okay, their next game after this year, is going to be 2018. I don't know how many of you guys are going to be willing to stick around 3 more years with nothing to play, just to wait for Treyarch's next game. Now, yes, I mean, this is bad news, essentially, with the Exo Suits for many people. Now, would it warrant not getting the whole game? Probably not, just because we have not heard about the zombies. I'm sure a lot of you guys love the zombies mode. Hopefully they do not do anything like Exo Zombies, because Exo Zombies was a terrible idea. They should not have given the zombies Exo Suits. I would have liked it. I would have liked probably Exo Zombies a lot more if they didn't give the zombies Exo Suits, and I just really hope that this turns out to be false. Maybe Treyarch could do something. I doubt it though, because even if Treyarch took the Exo Suits out, the map's already designed for Exo Suits and Exo movements. All the mechanics are designed for Exo Suits and Exo movements. I mean, pretty much everything's designed around the Exo Suits, kind of like Advanced Warfare. Like, if you guys ever try to play Classic mode, it just doesn't feel right. It goes really slow. The maps aren't designed for normal gameplay, and which is quite unfortunate, given that I like fighting on the ground, having ground-based stuff, not flying up 30 feet in the air. That's not what I want to see in the next Call of Duty, and I'm sure that's not what many of you want to see. So, I'm not sure what good it's going to do, but maybe we should, start tweeting at Vonahar, tweeting at all these developers that we don't want Exo Suits coming back. I'm not sure, I'm not sure how good it's going to do, because, is it even an option to remove them at this point? Probably not, which is quite unfortunate. I really wish that there was a good solution here, but it does look like there is pretty much 100% confirmed that there's Exo Suits in this game. Because what other type of thing would boost jumping mean, or refer to? Nothing really. Nothing comes to mind. I mean, if you guys can think of something else, leave it down in the comment section, like what you think maybe boost jumping could mean. But as for me, I'm not feeling it that it could be something else, maybe like a new mechanic, like a new dolphin dive mechanic or something. It just doesn't seem like that. It really seems like Exo Suits are coming back, and it's fortunate. I was really hoping, like I'm one of the people who thought that Treyarch could save the series, at least hold off its demise for another 3 years, maybe delay its demise for another 3 years, but that may not happen, unfortunately, because these developers are pretty out of touch with what their fan base wants, what the community wants, even though we keep tweeting at them, telling them to fix their game, telling them to do this, do that, but they don't listen, and it's unfortunate that such a good series is sinking quite rapidly. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. This has been World of War, and see you guys later.